Hey everyone, my name is Zach and we're Team Euterpe. Our company is AsparaBot, the asparagus harvesting solution. So I'd like to start off our presentation with a brief story. In January of 2021, a farmer from Oregon named Shane Myers lost an entire field's worth of ripe asparagus due to labor shortages. His farm workers, who are primarily immigrants from Mexico, were stuck at the border due to problems clearing their visas. Because of how quickly asparagus grows, Shay said that this one day cost him and his family their entire asparagus profit for the year. So to sum up our problem in a single sentence, asparagus is a labor-intensive, rapidly growing crop that is especially susceptible to labor shortages. To elaborate on these points, firstly, asparagus requires daily harvesting due to its narrow window of ripeness and the speed at which it grows. Secondly, since asparagus grows for less than 3 months per year, it is highly dependent on seasonal workers, whose availability is potentially unreliable. Finally, the demand for asparagus has steadily increased over the last decade, but domestic production has stagnated. So because of these reasons, we believe that the asparagus market is ripe for innovation in order to increase profits, cut down costs, and compete with international markets.
So our proposed solution to solve this problem is divided into 3 categories. So the first one is we want to ensure that it's easy to use. Basically, our solution is an autonomous wheeled harvesting robot that can replace and make up the labor shortage so that the asparagus harvesting process can be done instead by a robot. And so these robots need to be easy to use because the average farmer that might not have robot experience or background in maintenance can easily access it and know how to use it without a lot of education. And so this also needs to be effective. So basically we want to aim for a high yield with an 85% harvesting accuracy. And the third aspect is that we want this product to be affordable. So we want to achieve return on investment in 10 years for a product price of $17,000. Again, our audience is targeted specifically towards small scale farms. And so we want to make this affordable and easy to maintain for small scale farmers. And so our autonomous robot, as you can see on the right, is going to be a product that can basically detect and sense mature asparagus, stop, come down and pick it up and then cut it at the same time and then retrieve it and store it until it is ready for the farmers to pick up. Shows our intended product. So basically, as you can see, this describes what I said before, which is basically a robot that's going to go down rows of asparagus. The section in the middle is cleared so that the rows of asparagus can clear through that without getting run over. And basically, this is our product that's able to sense, detect, cut, pick up, and store asparagus, especially on those baskets on the side. And the next slide shows our current prototype. So we've actually made a lot of progress in the last few days where we can actually prove our mechanisms, the main mechanisms that can come down, sense asparagus, cut it, pick it up. And so you can see in this video, this is our main mechanism that we're using to dip down and grab and then cut the asparagus. It's also able to pick it up and then move it eventually to the mug over on the left. So this is a tried and true method. Clearly as displayed through our research so far, and we will continue to complete prototyping and testing to prove that the product works and then eventually create the product so that the farmers can get it. So the next slide shows the competition matrix. So this is AsparaBot compared to similar devices also in the market, such as Money Machine Sprout, other harvesting and agricultural robot machines. And so you can see that a lot of these compared to AsparaBot are a lot more expensive, and they have a different demographic, which is they are mostly aimed towards larger farms of higher acreage. And so some key features of our specific AsparaBot is that we want to make sure that the price and daily harvest capacity, harvesting autonomy and navigation are suited towards specifically 1 acre asparagus plots. And that actually characterizes about 75% of asparagus farms in the US, which is a market valued around $5.2 million. The next slide will allow me to expand on this. So our total addressable market is $5.2 million, 3,662 US small farms that comprise of 0.1 to 0.9 acres of harvested asparagus. And our specific product will have a 12-year agricultural equipment economic life and purchase cycle. So the target market is going to be the local California and Washington region. 7.5% of the asparagus farms are in these locations, and they're great opportunities for us to test out our products and prove that they work. And we estimate a 75% adoption rate for these locations.
Okay, so just to wrap up our pitch, here's an overview of our team. As you can see, our skill set covers the needed experience levels that are able to accomplish this goal. And that is AsparaBot. Thank you so much for watching.